peoples of Canada and fought against the Fenian invasion at the Battle of the Ridgeway. This experience partly influenced his writing of the song, which became Canada's unofficial national anthem at the time of Confederation, the Maple Leaf Forever. Legend goes, the other source of inspiration for the song was a maple tree which stood outside his house, known as Maple Cottage, on Lang Street in Toronto. However, this story is disputed. Some say it was a tree on Queen Street that in fact inspired the song. Others go further and dispute that Muir ever lived in Maple Cottage at all. Nonetheless, a park around Maple Cottage and the tree was dedicated in honor of the song. In 2013, when that tree fell in a storm, the wood was taken to make a series of commemorative objects, including becoming part of the Six-String Nation national guitar.
Muir's lyrics have a distinctly British perspective, making the song first unpopular with French Canadians. Over time, as our country continued to grow and become rich with so many cultures making up our identity, the original lyrics became less and less relevant. In 1997, the CBC held a call for new lyrics. Vladimir Radian, a mathematician who immigrated to Canada in the 1980s from Romania, wrote the new lyrics. The new lyrics show how we can all take things from Canada's past and redefine them for today, to reflect not who we were as a country, but who we can become. Oh, land of blue, unending skies, mountains strong and sparkling snow, a scent of freedom in the wind, or the emerald fields below. To thee we brought our hopes, our dreams, for thee we stand together. O land of peace, where proudly flies the maple leaf forever. Long may it wave and grace our own blue skies and stormy weather. Within my heart, above my home, the maple leaf forever.
From east and west our heroes came,
Through icy fields and frozen bays,
who conquered fear and cold and hate,
and their ancient wisdom stands. Protect the weak, defend our rights, and build this land together. Above we shine the northern lights, and the maple leaf forever. Long may it wave and grace our own blue skies and stormy weather. Within my heart, above my home, the maple leaf forever.
Thank you all. Thank you for joining us today for this brief journey through Canadian music that we are calling 7 Songs for Canada. I am Adam Corrigan Hollowitz, and today I am joined by Katie Clark, Paul Grambo, Keidra Ryan, Stephen Hollowitz on piano, and Paul Stevenson on trumpet.
the White House for President Theodore Roosevelt. Eckstein was just under 5 feet tall, so he was denied enlistment into the Army when World War I came along. Instead, he wrote patriotic songs and performed at rallies for the war effort. In the 1920s, he was part of the first jazz band in Montreal, the Eckstein Jazz Band, led by his brother Jack.
In 1919, Eckstein made history by giving the first live radio performance in North America. It seems appropriate to play his music in these times when, once again, there is a lot of innovation happening to bring performing arts into people's homes, to connect people in this time of isolation. Katie and Paul are going to sing a song now by Eckstein that seems timely. It's a song about a long, quiet summer like the one we are about to have. This is The Sunny Summertime.
There's a season of laces and graces, a season of sunshine and flowers, a time when the whole human race is enjoying the golden hour.
It's for summertime that we are waiting to welcome her back with a song. And as the time passes through rose-colored blossoms, we see summer coming along. Summertime is the time for me, keep an eye on the mercury. Winter is made of ice and snow, fall has nothing but rain to show. Spring has honey and slushy too, but watch the thermometer glow. And once May is over, you're living in clover and sunny summertime.
Sunny summer's the time to go boating, along with your onlyest own, just to win a birch canoe floating, just you and the girl alone.
When you get back to town in the evening, you know where to go for a breeze. With a girl that's some class, lots of ice in your glass, and a seat neath the whispering trees. Summertime is the time for me, keep one eye on the mercury. Winter is made of ice and snow, fall has nothing but rain to show. Spring is muddy and slushy too, but watch the thermometer glow. And once May is over, you're living in clover in sunny summertime.
Willie Eckstein entertained audiences for well over half a century. He led the way for a whole generation of Canadian jazz piano players. In May 1963, his many friends and fans held an appreciation night to commemorate his long career. It would be his last public performance. He passed away only 4 months later on September 23rd, 1963. unforgettable Canada song by Bobby Gimby, the theme song for Canada's centennial year in 1967. On New Year's Day, the centennial flame was lit in Ottawa by Secretary of State Judy LaMarche and Centennial Commissioner John Fisher. Many say it was the year Canadians caught a bit of pride, a bit of national spirit. This was the year the world came to Canada. Expo 67 was held in Montreal. Along with the monumental projects, communities across the country created many wonderful, creative, and sometimes downright hilarious projects to celebrate Canada's centennial year.
In Bozeman, Manitoba, on January 1st, 1967, the town burned all of their outhouses, not only to celebrate Canada's 100th birthday, but also the fact that the town now had a sewage system. In Edmonton, divers built a bathroom under Hubble Lake, and in Newfoundland, a man spent 6 months building a model of the HMS Fortune out of matchsticks.
North, south, east, west, there'll be happy times. Church bells will ring, ring, ring. It's the 100th anniversary of Confederation. Everybody sing together.
In Chatham, Ontario, Centennial Year was marked with the first reenactment of the Battle of the Thames. Perhaps the most remarkable centennial project was in St. Paul, Alberta, which Centennial Commissioner John Fisher called the Centennial Star of Canada. In St. Paul, they had over 100 projects and events, from bubblegum chewing contests to a trailer in the shape of a maple leaf, to most audaciously, the construction of a UFO landing pad, in case space aliens wanted to bring their greetings for Centennial Year. The UFO landing pad is still there today, used now as a picnic spot, instead of an extraterrestrial port. Many of the Centennial projects remain to this day. They dramatically reshape Canadian communities, from public art pieces to performing arts centers to bold modern architecture. Beyond the hilarious, strange, and idealistic celebrations, Centennial Year has informed how we engage with our fellow Canadians for the last half-century.
Hurrah, vive la Canada, 3 cheers, hip, hip, hooray. Le centenaire, that's the order of the day. Frère Jacques, merrily we roll along together all the way.
I would now like to read a note from London Arts and Culture champion James Rainey to introduce the next song. Our thanks goes out to the Forest City London Music Awards for making the performance of this song possible. Here now is the note from James. London Music Hall of Fame inductee Joey Hollingsworth continues to lead his hometown hit parade on Canada Day. For the second time in recent years, a major London heritage attraction is looking to Hollingworth's patriotic song, Canada My Love, as a high note in its July 1st music programming. In 2017, Canada My Love was a hit at Eldon House. This year, it received the True North treatment at Fanshawe Pioneer Village. About a year after Joey wrote the song, as a memorial to the late Lester B. Pearson, he sang it in 1974 for Pearson's successor, Prime Minister Pierre Elliott Trudeau, in downtown London. On that occasion, Pierre Trudeau asked for a repeat. 3 years later, Trudeau was in an Ottawa audience for Joey Hollingsworth as the Londoner performed on July 1st in 1977. Again, Trudeau was impressed. That time, it is likely our current Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, was in the audience as well. In his career as a writer, dancer, civil rights activist, singer, Joey Hollingsworth considers Canada My Love to be one of his greatest accomplishments. Here is your chance to hear why. Thank you for joining us for 7 Songs for Canada. I have been joined today by Katie Clark, Paul Grambo, Keidra Ryan, Stephen Hollowitz, and Paul Stevenson. I am Adam Corrigan Hollowitz. We will do one more song for you today. This is one of those quintessential Canadian folk songs. It brings to mind the great size of this land we live on. It's a song about traveling this country, and while we cannot travel right now, on this Canada Day, let us think about our fellow Canadians from coast to coast to coast. This is Four Strong Winds by Ian Tyson, followed by just a bit of the Guess Who.
Four strong winds that blow lonely, seven seas that run high, all those things that don't change, come what may. But our good times are all gone, and
Healthy Canada Day.